Hello everyone, and welcome to a brand new journey in your UPSC preparation. I am thrilled to introduce our new series dedicated entirely to the philosophy optional, right here on our channel Project Taakif. This is our first video, so if you have any doubts or suggestions, please comment. Okay then, let's start. Philosophy is often called the mother of all sciences. And for a UPSC aspirant, it is one of the most logical and rewarding subjects you can choose for optional. In this series, first we will break down the entire syllabus, moving from complex theories to exam-ready answers. Today, we begin at the beginning, understanding the blueprint of Paper 1 and Paper 2. Paper 1, the bedrock of philosophy. Let's dive into Paper 1. Think of this paper as the foundation. It covers both Indian and Western philosophy, providing the bedrock of the entire subject. To master this paper, you need more than just memory. You need a strategy. Here are 3 golden rules for scoring high marks. 1. Immersion. To truly understand a school of thought, you must temporarily become its blind follower. Whether you are studying Shankara's Advaita or Kant's idealism, step into their shoes. See the world through their eyes before you try to analyze it. 2. Comparison. This is where the highest marks are hidden. Never study a school in isolation. Use comparative study. Compare the Nyaya theory of knowledge with the Charvaka view, or rationalism with empiricism. Showing these connections tells the examiner you have depth. 3. Objectivity. When it comes to critiques, leave your personal opinions at the door. Use only standard criticisms provided by other established philosophers. This maintains the academic rigor required for the civil services. Throughout Paper 1, we will constantly return to 2 core pillars. Metaphysics, the study of reality. It asks what truly exists. Epistemology, the study of knowledge. It asks how do we know what exists. Paper 2, the application of thought. Now, let's look at Paper 2. While Paper 1 is about specific schools, Paper 2 is about general concepts and your personal interpretation. It's less about repeating doctrines and more about applying logical reasoning. First, we explore socio-political philosophy. Remember, this isn't sociology. While sociology deals with facts, philosophy is normative. It doesn't just ask what is happening in society, it asks what ought to be. We will explore the rational justifications behind the ideals of liberty, equality, and justice. Next, we tackle the philosophy of religion. This is a critical survey, not a religious practice. We are not here to pray. We are here to test sensibility. We use logic to examine the big questions. Does God exist? What is the nature of the soul? How does the law of karma hold up under rational scrutiny? The key approach for Paper 2 is moving from the what is, the facts of the world, to the why, the rational justification of our highest ideals. Now that we understand the roadmap, let's begin our deep dive into Paper 1 with the rich tradition of Indian philosophy. In India, philosophy is not just an intellectual exercise. It is called Darsana, which literally means the vision of truth, or Tattva Darshana. It is the direct realization of absolute truth. Originating in the ancient Vedic age, Indian philosophy encompasses all speculations, from the ancient sages to modern thinkers. It seeks to answer the most fundamental questions. What is the nature of man? What is this world? And what is our ultimate destiny? Purushartha, the 4 ultimate aims. To understand the Indian mindset, we must look at the Purusharthas, or the 4 ultimate goals of human life. This is the framework within almost every Indian school operates. Dharma. This is the foundation, the path of righteousness and duty. Artha. The pursuit of material well-being and wealth necessary for a stable life. Kama. The fulfillment of desire and the experience of pleasure. Moksha. The final and supreme goal, liberation. Whether it is called nirvana or kaivalya, this is the ultimate release from the cycle of existence. Schools of thought, Astika versus Nastika. As these ideas evolved, 9 principal schools of thought developed, branching into 2 major categories based on their relationship with the Vedas. The Astika, Orthodox schools. These schools accept the authority of the Vedas. There are 6 traditional systems often paired together. Nyaya and Vaisheshika, focused on logic and the atomic nature of the universe. Sankhya and Yoga, exploring the dualism of consciousness and matter. Mimamsa and Vedanta, dedicated to ritualism and the ultimate nature of the self. The Nastika Heterodox schools. These schools do not believe in the authority of the Vedas. They challenge the status quo and provided radical new perspectives. Charvaka, the materialist school. Jaina, focused on non-violence and the plurality of reality. Buddha, centered on the cessation of suffering and the path to enlightenment.
Western philosophy, reason, experience, and beyond. While Indian philosophy is rooted in Darsana, Western philosophy has historically been a journey through reason and systematic doubt. The ancient foundations, Greece. It all begins in ancient Greece with the monumental figures of Plato and Aristotle. Plato gave us the world of ideas and forms, while his student Aristotle brought us back to the physical world of substance and category. These two thinkers set the stage for almost every philosophical debate that followed in the West. The modern era, Rationalism versus Empiricism. Modern philosophers. As we move into the modern era, the central question changes. How do we gain certain knowledge? This sparked a legendary intellectual tug-of-war. Rationalism. Thinkers like Descartes, Spinoza, and Leibniz argued that reason is the ultimate source of knowledge. They believed that through pure logic and innate ideas, we can understand the universe. Empiricism. On the other side, Locke, Berkeley, and Hume argued that all knowledge comes from experience. To them, the mind is a blank slate at birth, and only through our senses do we learn the truth. This conflict seemed irreconcilable until Immanuel Kant entered the scene. Kant performed what he called a Copernican revolution in philosophy by balancing both rationalism and empiricism, proving that while all knowledge begins with experience, it does not all arise out of experience. Contemporary philosophy and Hegel. Finally, we reach the contemporary period dominated by the towering figure of Hegel. Hegel viewed philosophy as a historical process, a constant evolution of ideas. However, in the UPSC syllabus, studying Hegel also means studying the critiques of Hegel. Understanding why later philosophers rejected his absolute idealism is crucial for scoring high marks in your answers. As we bring this introductory roadmap to a close, we are officially beginning our deep dive into the syllabus with Jainism, exploring its radical theories of knowledge in our next session. If you found this strategic overview helpful, please like, subscribe, and share this journey with your fellow aspirants. If you have any questions regarding what we have discussed, drop a comment below. I will be personally addressing your doubts to ensure your conceptual clarity is absolute. Regarding structured notes and comprehensive study material, stay tuned as I will be sharing exciting updates on how to access them in our upcoming videos. Finally, as a thank you for joining Project Taakif at the very beginning, there will be a special reward for our early subscribers to aid in your UPSC preparation. Keep thinking, keep questioning, and I will see you in the Jainism lecture.